Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. If you are new, welcome. And if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back for another live chat on my channel. Tonight we are talking about the recent haul that I did with Pat McGrath. And so I'm going to show you the items that I picked up, and then we're going to dive into one of the palettes tonight. So if you are interested in seeing what I picked up from the holiday sale from Pat McGrath and doing this whole first impressions with me, then definitely stay tuned. And thank you for watching the replay, if you're watching the replay. And hi, Rhonda. And thank you for coming through to the live, chat and, hanging out this evening if you're here for the live. So thank you, Rhonda. How are you doing today? Hopefully what is today? Tuesday. Hopefully your Tuesday is going well. Feels like Friday for me because thankfully I am off for the rest of the week. So yes. I'm just finishing carving my brows, and then we're gonna jump right on in to this little haul. I got concealer in my hair. Whoops, it's a mini haul. Oh, good, that's good. It's nice to be off. Hi, Molly, how are you doing? Okay, you guys. So thankfully my Pat McGrath order came in today. Very, very exciting. I didn't swatch anything. I really wanted to, but I figured I'd save it for the live. So yeah. Oh, good that you're doing great. That's awesome to hear. So I've got the highlighter, the Skin Fetish Sublime Skin Highlighter that she just released with her holiday collection. And she's listed the shade as Champagne Gold. Hi, Nikki. Welcome. How are you doing? And here is this. This is heavy. Pat McGrath knows how to do some packaging. Oh my gosh. It is so weighty. It feels so luxurious. It is so luxurious feeling. Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful. It's just stunning. Okay. And then here is the beautiful highlighter. You can see that nice embossing. It's very sophisticated. Okay, cool. It looks beautiful. Champagne Gold is the shade. So I'm going to dip my finger in here. Okay. So this is as close as I can get, I guess. There it is. You can see that. And on my hand, oh my, it's got a pink hint to it, I think. It's really pretty. Look at that shine. And it's really smooth, which is what I enjoy with a highlighter. So I'm excited to put that on the face this evening. Okay. It looks really nice. It does look a little bit light, but we'll see how it blends out. Nikki, do you like it on you? Like the tone and stuff? It looks a bit light, but I went heavy-handed, of course, because it's a swatch. So this looks beautiful. Okay, and then of course I got the trio. So that's the end of my haul. I got the trio of the 3 quads, and we'll jump into one of them tonight to do our 2 looks. But so I'm going to show you guys. The first one is Floor Fantasy, and it has like the lavender packaging. It's very pretty. And this time she didn't do like the little envelope type of deal. This is just like a regular box. It's a beautiful design, but it's just a regular box. And come on. It's got this on the inside of it just to hold the palette in place inside the box so it doesn't shift around a lot. And here's the beautiful palette. Hi, Victoria. Great job. Okay, good. It gives a glow when not going heavy-handed. Cool. So this is Floor Fantasy, right? That's the name of it. Flora Fantasia. I think I said that wrong the first time. So this is what this one looks like. It is lighter. It's a lot lighter. I feel like it's more pastel. And this is the one that I was least interested in the release. So, but since the sale and the quad deal, or the bundle deal with the sale, I just went on ahead and got the trio, and here it is. So we're gonna play with this one tonight, I think. Not I think. My plan is to play with this one. So, but I did hear good things about it on Deeper Skinned People, so we're gonna see tonight. Okay. And then the next one, Interstellar Icon. This was the one that I really, really wanted. Do the blue. Yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is, Rhonda. Let me get this one out. Okay. Oh, and on the back of them, I don't think she did this in the last quads that she released last year, but it's got the label with the numbers, or with the shade names on the back. So that is helpful. And here's this one. This is the one that I wanted a lot. I had my eye on this one, certainly. And so, ooh, and even as I go to close it, I can see the shift in this blue shade there called Hypnotique. It's got a shift like a blue to a purple. That's pretty. That's pretty. Rhonda told me to do this one. Okay. And then Risque Rose. Here we go with the roses that Pat McGrath likes so much. All right. Here we go. This one. And so after I saw Alicia's video on the 3, she convinced me that I wanted this one too. Just with this nice pink. Oh, no. This nice pink here. It just showed up so nicely, and it's nice and rich. At least it showed up that way on her skin. So we'll see like today or not today, tomorrow or the day after, how it shows up on my eyes. But yeah. So, and then this lavendering, I'm very curious about this one too. So yay. All right. I can do some swatches really quickly since there's just 4 in each one. So let's just do that real quick too. Ooh. That one feels interesting. Okay. All right. So, hi, Wanna Be Natural. Hello. I'm glad you're able to catch a live. Okay. So hopefully this shows up well. I've not done swatches on live really. So this is the Risque Rose that we just talked about. That's pretty. It's like a rose metallic shade, and then this one is lavendering in that same palette. I'm trying to make sure that I don't go over the other one. Okay. All right. I'm curious to see how that looks on the eyes. That's pretty. It's got some nice pink and different colored glitters inside, but then you have that nice lavender silvery type of metallic base. Okay, then next to that, the pink. Uh-oh. I wiped some of the brown one on there, but you guys can see the pink right there. It's very pretty. So I'm curious to see how that looks on the eyes. We'll see later. And then I'll just go over the brown one. Hi, Chai. How are you? There we go. I'll get better with doing swatches on live, but you can see that brown matte there. It would probably look better if I could see my viewfinder. It's kind of far away, but you get the idea. So that was that one. Very pretty. That was that quad. Risque Rose. And then I've actually got wipes tonight, so I can wipe my fingers. And then on to Flora Fantasia. Let me get these. Do any of you guys have these palettes? I believe you guys told me that you did in one of our previous live chats. So yeah, let me know if you have them. All right. Okay, let's see if I can do a better job. Maybe on my hand would probably be better. Okay, get that highlighter off of my hand. All right, let's do my hand. There's only 4. Okay, here we go. That's pretty. That's the shade here. You have the blue. That's why you said use it. That's why you say use the blue. No, only the larger one. Okay. This one. That is pretty too. Oh my. I didn't realize there was such a shift to that, like that blue to the like light lavender purple. Come on now. That's pretty. All right. Then we have this one here. That's nice too. I can see a little shifting with that one as well. Okay. That one seems to be a little bit more glittery than these other two. So I think that one is has more texture and shine to it. And then these other two are a lot smoother. All right. And then this is the matte. If I can see what I'm doing here. Okay. So let me just do this off of here. I'm going to build it up a little bit and then you guys can see it. Okay. There it is. So that one looks quite pale. We'll see how it blends on top of concealer. Maybe that will help it to kind of deepen up a bit. Okay. All right. And now for the beautiful blue one. I'm already saying it's beautiful and I haven't used it, but looks quite beautiful. Okay. And let's do our last 4 real quick, and we're going to hop into an eye look. These look pretty. Okay. Here we go. That is so shiny. That is so shiny and so pretty. Ooh-wee. Okay. All right, and then the blue one here. Look how long the swatch goes too. It could keep going if I don't move my finger, you know? Wow. Okay. Oh, and this has a shift. Well, I told you guys when I opened the palette that it has a shift, but the blue to purple, you can really see it on my hand. At least I can. All right, then we have this dark brown. It's like a satin. Okay, I'm about to put it in the blue. I didn't do that a good. Oh, it looks like a burgundy. Looks like a burgundy. It's really pretty. Okay. And then I'm just going to swatch this other one because I can't do it good. You guys, you understand. All right, and there we go. That's the last shade. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay. I want to use not lavendering. The pale one. I want to use the pale one because I saw a video on Pat McGrath's, like an ad, and she was using not this palette, but another palette. And I thought maybe that would be a good way to like add some depth. She put her the eyeliner down and blended it out and then use that as like a base. So I was thinking that maybe I'll try that on one of these eyes. And then of course I want to see what kind of look we can get with this by itself. Maybe there's something, you know, so, and I guess, Ron, I'm trying to save the best for last, or the one that I was most anticipating for last, you know, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow or on Thanksgiving. So, all right, let's go into it. I'm going to put concealer down. I think these shades might show up a little bit better. on concealer, at least that pale, that matte pink, whatever it's called. The highlighter palette is the only thing you will buy from Pat. Oh, okay. Are you uninterested in the eyeshadows or something? I like her foundation. I like it. I think it looks nice. I don't know if I would say that it's worth it to run out and get it. Like I have this Stila. It's like I can't think of the name of it, but it's a lightweight foundation similar to Pat's, and I think I get a similar result. But if anybody else has tried the Stila foundation that I'm talking about, I did a video on it on my channel. Oh, good. I was going to ask you if it came in, Chai. That's good. That's good because, you know, yes. But yes, I like Pat's foundation, but I think I have the Stila foundation. It's like a gold bottle. It's tall, and I think I get similar results. So, and it's like around half the price of Pat's foundation. So, yeah. Okay. All right, let's get into it. My brushes came in from the Esom set from Kinky with Kinky Sweat Alicia. So I'm going to use, this isn't one of the brushes. I bought this separately. I'm going to use this V34 brush. It is a blender, like a round blender from their new set or their new brush launch. And I'm going to put the matte peach shade. It's called Lotus Paradise. I'm going to put this in the crease area and see how this goes. It's more so of a transition, I guess. I mean, hey, what else could it be? At least on me. So this is interesting. I have not purchased that foundation. I used to have the Kat Von D foundation a long time ago, and I never repurchased it. It's the same like Locket tattoo foundation. Is that what you're referring to? I liked it when I had it, but it's just, I didn't repurchase it. It's quite full coverage, and I think it was also matte, and I'd gotten away from like thick, full coverage matte foundations. I like a full coverage with something a little bit like the Danessa Myricks full coverage, but it's got a skin-like finish. Okay, you got the Suku concealer. It's almost a skin color. Okay. In shade 16. Okay, that's good to know. I was looking at their products. I'm just putting this all over the eye actually right now, that same peach shade. It's really not doing anything. You can see the hint of pink, but it's not doing too much. I was hoping with the concealer, it would give me a little bit more depth or something, but that's not what is happening. So this is going to be a light, everyday type of look, I guess. So for the Suku products, I was looking on the Selfridges website, and they don't have like references for colors. At least the last time I looked, they didn't. So how did you know yours? Probably from a YouTube reference, maybe? All right, so that's that with that shade. I'm gonna go with this pink all over just to see how that looks. I'm also going to put down some glitter glue. I saw Vicky J posted a picture on our community tab. I don't know if I think it was last week with the Suku foundation, and she said she has a shade in it, so that's pretty cool. I just wasn't gonna. I knew I was not planning on guessing my shade on a $75 foundation from London. So I was like, I have to know very, very, have a high percentage of knowledge as far as what color I would be. So, okay. All right, we're going to go into this shade, Iridescent Orchid. This is very pink and very pretty. Look at how shiny that is. Wow. That's very shiny. 160. I would be Suku 160. You Chai are between 140 and 150. So, do you have the Suku foundation then? If so, how do you like it? All right. Now, I'm going to re-swatch this purple because I want to remind myself what that looks like. I don't think I want to put that in the crease. Okay, so I'm going to go back with more of this pink and put this all the way to the outer edge. And I'm probably going to end up blending that out into the crease a little bit. Yes, I agree. It does almost look wet, Molly. So this is for when you really want a shiny look. I'm going to take my brush. This is a Wayne Goss number 4. And just blend that out into the crease area. Oh, okay. You love it. I guess I was kind of hoping there would be somebody that said they didn't like it. So I wouldn't be tempted to buy it. But I'm glad you like it. That's good. Okay. I'm going to go in on, what brush is this? Okay, this is a G27, not from Kinky Sweats collab. This is just a brush that I had before. Oh, you love, love, love it. I'm going to use this shade here, Utopia. I think this will be a good brow bone shade too, but I'm putting this right on the inner third, not even in the inner third, but right at the beginning of my eyelid to kind of fade into the nice sparkly pink. Okay. And then just pull that up into the crease a little bit right there. True Portrait Liquid Foundation. I have not heard of that foundation, probably because KVD has not been on my radar at all. So, yeah. Interestingly enough, though, I think that her Shade and Light eye palette was my first high-end palette that I ever purchased. I just thought it was so interesting looking, all those beautiful mattes, like all those neutral matte shades. When I saw it on display at Sephora, it was one of the first times that I'd gone into Sephora with actual money to purchase. Actual money to purchase, something. And I was like, oh, this palette is so pretty. I think I still have it, actually. Okay. So I took that same shade onto the inner corner and swept it right here on the beginning portion of my lower lash line. Now I do want to do something with that lavender shade. Lavender blue is what it's called. Oh, that's quite literal. Lavender blue. Okay, but I think I'm just going to save that shade for the other eye. Now I'm going to take the same shade, Utopia, on my brow bone and pop that here. Okay. And blend, blend, blend. This is very light for me. I am not sure if this brush is synthetic. It's a G27. I don't feel like it's synthetic. I believe it is a natural brush, a natural hair brush, but I can't be sure. I think I got it for free with a set a while ago. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure. Okay, so for my lower lash line, I'm going to do some liner and all that and sweep some powder, some eyeshadow under, and that'll be it for this eye. This is an interesting eye look. You guys know, I need my depth. I'm going to add a little bit more pink just to see if, we get some depth here. But it's cute, put a little wing on, which I'm going to do, and that'll add the depth that way. So that's what we're going to do on that eye. Now, moving on to this one, because I think this one is going to be a little bit more involved. Not I think, I'm quite sure I know. So I'm going to go with Black Coffee, her eyeliner, and make sure my brushes are in place so I can work quickly. Okay, I think I'm all set. Okay. And I'm just going to do a line across by my lash line, close to my lash line, and do a bit of a wing out here. And then I'm going to take my brush and smudge it up a little bit. Okay. And this is what they were demonstrating in her master class when she did the Divine Rose 1 and 2 videos. So, but she had an ad on Facebook and it kind of reminded me of that. So we're going to see what I can get done. Okay. Now I'm going to take this brush. It came with Alicia's collaboration. It's the T09. And I'm just going to smudge on top towards the lid and get rid of that harsh line. All right. And I'm actually going to get some more of the liner and put it over here to just add more depth out in the crease area. Hopefully that's not a mistake. And take my finger and do a little bit more blending here. Okay. And now this brush is synthetic in case anybody was wondering. And I guess T, I'm thinking T means travel. I'm guessing because they're shorter than the other Esom brushes that I have. All right. Now I'm going to go back with that light pink shade. Where's that brush that I was just using? Oh, okay. Whatever. Grab a different one. I'm going in with the matte and I'm going to lay this down in the crease just to add some type of shade up there. Okay. Okay, there we go. And now I have my Esom Pro Mixing Medium. This is something that came with a buy this, get that thing. And I'm going to use that on this W23 that came with the set from Alicia and Esom. And I'm going to go into the pink over here. And I'm going to put that on the lower portion of my lid, blending that out into the liner. All right, so let's do it. That's pretty. So it looks even more wet than it does on the other side when I use that mixing medium. And so I just get a little bit of the brush wet with the mixing medium and then tap into the eyeshadow. But I think you can do it either way. And of course, you don't need this mixing medium. Some people say you can use water. So you could, but I like the mixing medium because it gives it that really, I don't know, liquefied effect. And then it dries down really nicely and things like that. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with that shade there, the lavender blue. I'm going to wipe my brush off and go into that one. And this is more of a metallic, so it's not going to look as wet or really wet at all, I don't think. Okay. Okay. And nothing else on my fluffy brush. I'm just going to go over and blend that. Make sure that there aren't any harsh lines. Okay. And where's my lip? Okay. And I'm going to re-intensify my dark eyeliner out here just a bit. And sweep that liner into the outer area of the eye look. There we go. I think that looks cute. It's different, but it looks cute. That's real different. Okay, I think it looks all right. I'm going to take some of the pink on my finger and just pat it just to make sure that there aren't any harsh lines where I stopped with the mixing medium versus the eyeliner. Okay. All right. So we've got some type of editorial type look over on this eye here. And for my brow bone, I'm going to do the same color that we did on the other because, hey, what else am I going to use? If I'm sticking to the palette, you know what I mean? So. Okay. And with the that G27 that I used earlier, I'm gonna put the lavender blue shade on my lower lash line just to see how that looks. You know, just playing first impressions here. So with my fluffier brush, swiping some of the matte shade just to blend that out a little bit. They're two very different eye looks. Okay. All right, eyeliner. Because we are pretty much done here. I was going to use my Esom eyeliner on this eye here, if I can locate it quickly. Right here. Okay. The same one we've been using, the Aubergine Rosé Duo. And then I'm going to do a wing over here as well. All right, and then waterline on my lower lash line. And smudging it a little bit below my waterline as well, just to get some depth down here. And smudge, smudge, smudge. There we go. And then on this eye, I'm just going to use the same black coffee liner that we used above down here. Okay. And now for mascara. So I think this isn't as dramatic enough. I mean, you can wear lashes, but it would just really amplify the look with lashes. But we are using mascara. So this is the Dark Star, if anybody's new to my lives. Dark Star mascara here. Okay. Everyone's so quiet. This is a pretty eye look. I like this one. It's really nice and soft. I like it more than I expected. Hmm. I think we had talked about this briefly in a previous live, and I don't know if I settled on one. Yeah, I don't know if I settled on one. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. And thank you, Victoria. Molly, yeah. Do I have a favorite Pat McGrath palette? I think I had mentioned Divine Rose 1. I really like that palette. That's really pretty. Um, yeah, I might be leaning towards Divine Rose 1, but I want to refresh my memory on all of them because there are some beautiful well, she's got beautiful shades in all of her palettes. So I know I really, of her motherships, the small abbreviated ones, the 6 pans, platinum bronze is one of my favorites. Probably that one. Oh, hello. How are you? Thank you for coming. I think we're going to get into the highlighter next, at least applying it on the cheeks and stuff. But yeah, platinum bronze is one of my favorite the 6 pans, and then dark star, because you guys know I have an affinity towards cooler toned eyeshadows. So yeah. Ah, Molly, do you have a favorite? Because yeah, I'd be curious to know. I was quite surprised when I did the. Oh, thank you. I was quite surprised when I did the poll with the that featured the Metropolis palette that we talked about last night. That Sublime Mothership 2 didn't really do the greatest. So it was Metropolis, then it was Mothership 5, and Sublime was somewhere after that. So yeah, and I think Sublime is the more wearable one of the three that she originally released. So these are the looks. This is cute. Oh, come on now. I'm surprised. This is different for me, but I still think it's cute. Okay, so that eyeliner trick, you can really manipulate and stuff if you just want to stick to this palette. Of course, you can go to other palettes and add in your deepener if you so desire, but the eyeliner really did the trick. And then I feel like the mixing medium mixed the mixing medium with overlaying it a little bit on top of the eyeliner kind of changed the effect, because you can see I have the pink shade all over this lid and on the majority of this lid, and they look totally different. At least I think so. So come on now. Okay, let's see the palettes you just named. Oh, the platinum bronze and then the dark star. I have them right behind me. I can show them. It's amazing how the eye. Yeah, this one. Yes, it totally did. I'm like, okay, sure. All right. All right. So this is what I was able to come up with. First impressions, first try with this Floor Fantasia eyeshadow palette. So my first impression is that all of the shades on their own are beautiful and stunning. They come together nicely. However, I need some more depth. I need some more depth. This is more like a springtime palette for me. I mean, just looking at the color story, because it is so light and like pastel, but I've got some pretty looks out of it. So I'm not mad that I have it. Yeah, I'm not mad that I have it. I think this would be a nice blush on somebody, maybe a little lighter than me. I think that would be a nice blush. But just the way it swatched and the way it applied on my transition area, I don't think it would work too well on me as a blush. Your favorite is subversive. I was going to add that to the poll, but so to the poll that I did yesterday, but I was looking on her site, and I'm trying not to do a lot of things that are sold out because I don't know if you guys will find them valuable. I think somebody did say, though, go ahead and do the things that are sold out or that are no longer in stock because you have them and you would like to, you know, see some looks. So maybe I'll still do it. I just, you know, hesitate to show something that you can't even go out and get. Okay. So for the cheeks, I'm just going to do something real quick, some type of blush on the cheeks, and then we're going to look at the highlighter. Okay, did I brought a blush palette out, I thought. Maybe I did not. Subversive for you too, Rhonda. Okay, maybe I'll have to do that one. Do a video with that one. So her large motherships, I think so, because they just say sold out and they're not completely deleted off the site, versus the other like small motherships, the 6 pans, you can't even find them on the site. So at least when you go to eyeshadow palettes, the motherships are all still there. So, and surprisingly, bronze number 5 is not sold out. So maybe this whole sale thing is just, you know, maybe it's temporary because of the sale. Everybody wouldn't purchase everything. Maybe. All right. So I have this brush from Kinky Sweat's collaboration, the T47. And this is supposed to be a cream foundation brush, but she said you could use it for, well, you can use it for whatever. It doesn't matter what anybody said. I'm going to use it on with this blush from Fenty, the Cheeks Out Blush in Drama Class. I like these kinds of brushes for like cream contour and cream blush. I just like the shape of them. They're really pretty. I mean, it just goes right where you need it, you know? This is pretty. I really like this blush. I think a lot of people are shying away from it because it looks so purple, you know, but that's why I bought it, because it looked so purple. Oh, this blush. I'm just dabbing that on. And this brush is nice and soft too. So I did, before the live came on, I used the same brush to do my cream contour, and it worked very nicely as well. It's nice and soft. And this is synthetic, of course. Okay, so we got a hint of purple on the cheeks, which I think looks nice with the eyes. And now for our highlighter. Oh, Molly, you said you're thinking about getting Divine Rose too. That's really pretty. That's a nice one too. It's good, man. I think I have quite a few videos on my channel with me using it. Not necessarily, it might not be named Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2, but I've used it like for blush and all types of stuff. So that's a good one. Okay. I have my Detail Pro. You would say Divine Rose 2 is your favorite? Okay. Yeah, it's hard for me to settle on a favorite. So we'll see. So I'm just patting this into the highlight, and we're just going to go right here. I think I'm probably going to end up twisting my hair back up tomorrow. We'll see. This is pretty. Woo! This is nice. It's very smooth. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's very smooth, and it's just going onto my skin very nicely and not really harsh. Like I always do a buffing a little bit right at this point where my powdered concealer meets my cheekbone. So I will do that, but it's just going on so nicely, and it's not looking like a lot. Thank you, JC. Thank you very much, and thank you for joining. Hopefully your Tuesday evening is going well. Okay, this is pretty. Okay. And this is reminding me of that conversation we had about the highlighter, the cream highlighter sticks. I may need to go onto her website and get that before the sale is over. Do you guys think she'll do anything additional on actual Black Friday? I don't remember if she did. Actually, I don't even think I shopped last Black Friday, so. This compact is just so beautiful and stunning. Like, you could knock somebody out with this. This is it's like a paperweight. It's hefty. I can appreciate some nice packaging. Okay. So that's good. I'm going to do some buffing over everything to, make sure everything is smoothed out. And I'm going to go with this Heavy Petal lip gloss. It's nice and pink, pretty bright. Pat McGrath, of course. Let me take my Laneige off. Looking for my lip liner real quick. Here we go. All right. Just in case. BH Cosmetics has 75% off. That's nice. That's a lot off of already inexpensive products. I was talking to someone on here earlier or last week about BH brushes. They have some nice synthetic brushes if you get the right set. So that has a hint of pink, nothing too much. I'm going to add lip liner just to add some depth. It's like a tradition, for me at least. Okay, so candy flip. I knew I had a pink lipstick on my table. Just going to add a little bit of this to intensify that pink. Yay! Okay. I think that's it. Aside from buffing that I almost forgot to do, I'm going to get a little bit of this By Terry powder on my smooth buffer and just blend over where I highlighted, making sure that things are blended out well. I don't think so. I don't think so. Am I getting the new Wayne Goss palette? No, I'm not. I don't think it's going to show up well on me. I don't think there's so many grays and just a subtle difference in undertone that I don't think it's going to show up. They're going to show up too different on me. So, yeah. Do you have it, or are you thinking of purchasing it? She's like, she laughed. Yeah, no. I've decided to pass on that. Yeah. So I'm glad I easily checked that off the list. So I don't have to, even consider it. Okay. I don't think the shades look too different on even some lighter skin tones. So I'm certain that it's not gonna, it's just too many grays. And I really like, you guys know I like cool tones, but it's just, there's like a satin gray, then that bluish gray, then that non-bluish gray. And it's only a 6-pan palette. So I have not looked at BH Cosmetics in quite a while. You said the candy shop. Yeah, I haven't looked at BH Cosmetics or anything in a very long time. But they're one palette. I have a video on my channel. It doesn't have very many views. People just like the luxury. So that's my lane and stuff. Whenever I have done affordable videos, they're not as highly viewed, which is fine because I love luxury. So yeah, I haven't really checked them out. But the last palette that I have from BH is really nice. It's quite old though. Any other palettes or single shades you feel the same regarding the Wayne Goss? Yeah. Am I getting any other palettes or single shadows during the sales? Nothing is on my radar. So I think I'm saving my money for brushes. So I know Wayne Goss does his holiday brush in December. And I think Sonia G is supposed to be having some things come out, but I think it might be in January. But she also had mentioned that some things are coming back in stock in the coming weeks. She doesn't really have a time frame. So I'm kind of waiting on some things from her to come back in stock. Ooh, that sultry palette. Yes, honey. I like that sultry palette. I think that might be one of my favorite palettes that I have from ABH. It's what started the whole cool tone train for me. So it's really good. It's back, but only in a set. Okay. I didn't know it was ever gone, but I know that it did come out a couple years ago for holiday. It's so pretty. The candy shop palettes. Now, Rhonda, you're seconding the JC's comment about candy shop. I'll have to look at that. Monochromatic palettes. I got great reviews from a lot of beauty folks. Okay. If you like cool tones, then I would definitely suggest the Sultry palette. It blended out nicely for me. The shine on those metallics. Yes. So yeah, in my opinion, I would say yes. And I think how much are BH palettes around? Not BH, ABH palettes. They're $49, $46, something like that. So the Sultry was limited edition. Okay. Yeah. Now that I think about it, with the sparkly, nice, really fancy packaging, that makes sense. But yeah, at $49, for me, I'm saying it's a good way to get into cool tones without having to go like with Glam from Natasha Denona. That's like $65. So, I think so. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad. Oh, before I head out, I know it's 10 o'clock, but someone Wanna Be Natural. She asked me about, I think you were talking about the two Pat McGrath minis that I've said that are some of my favorites, or two of my favorites. So let me try to grab those really quickly. I think I can get them real quick. All right, we have this, and why don't I just grab Sultry here as well? Okay. So here is the Sultry palette, just because we're talking about it. And I do have a look on my channel for the Sultry palette JC. So this is just beautiful, man. And it's not real cool, but you have this nice gray right here. It's really pretty. That black works really nicely, of course. Baby H does good blacks. And then this shade here, what is it called? Dystopian. It's a really, really dark brown to the point on me that it's almost black. Really nice. Cyborg. I know we weren't supposed to do all this, but this shade, Cyborg, is this shade here. The nice, like, silvery shade. Oh my gosh. It's just so shiny. It's so shiny and it's just so pretty. Cinder, this one. And are you guys interested? Oh, so sultry compared to glam. I'll have to look at that. Maybe I can do a live with one eye sultry and one eye glam and see if I can recreate the same look. Okay, there you go. So this one is Cyborg. It's so pretty. There are just so many pretty shades in here. I don't want to swatch every single one, but teak. I'm wondering, just looking at this and what I can remember from glam, it seems like there's a lot of differentiation as far as the metallics versus what's in glam, but I'll do a live on that maybe Friday, because I think we'll be finished with our 3 pat quad. So maybe I can do that on Friday. But these shines, oh my good, the shininess on these metallics. So are you guys still interested in ABH? Because I hear a lot of people saying that they're not interested in ABH. Nothing that they've come out with has really intrigued me other than their brow pen. So I haven't really been checking out the brand, but I do have quite a few of their palettes. So, all right, so that's that for sultry. Beautiful palette. And here are the 2 6 pans that I talked about. Oh, you hate the names in that palette. Okay. So this is Dark Star. That came out 2 years ago in the Opulence collection. It's really nice. Yes, I do have the Jackie Aina palette, and that's a good one. That is a really nice palette. Yeah. So I'm thinking that sultry and Jackie Aina will be my 2 favorites. So we got the cool tones with the sultry, and then the more, I wouldn't say Jackie's is warm, but it's like neutral. Yeah, it's been downhill since Jackie Aina. Yeah, I didn't like that whole, and I think everybody talked about that. How it was the Jackie Aina palette in the same month, something else came out, and then I was just like, I'm done. So, but I like the palettes that I have for the most part. And I haven't purchased any of those. What's her name? You know, the square palettes with all the colors. I didn't buy any of those. But the Dark Star reminds you of a better Wayne Goss. There you go. And we've only got the 1 gray. That's great. Yes. And then I really like this purple. Since we did some sultry swatches, let's just do a few in here. And I don't know if this is coming back. So hopefully it does in some variation. But we've got this nice dark purple, and this blue has like a purple shift to it. But this like plum shade, it's not focusing. Come on and focus, please. Focus on my hand. I don't know if it's going to, but that one is so rich that you can use it. Norvina, yes. Oh yeah, I agree. And yes, I agree, JC, that they did her dirty. I'm like, give the woman some time to shine. Come on. She just came out with this beautiful palette. Okay. So I'm like, don't get me started. But this one, I use that in my crease as well if I don't want to use the black. That's in the palette here. And then the gray is a nice depth to it as well. So there's a lot of options in this palette, even though it's only 6 shades. And then the platinum bronze. It's so pretty. just like that grungy look. It has that grungy look to it. Yeah, it's just pretty. So you really just have this shade here for your deepening shade, which I'm fine with because it is a 6-pan palette. So you don't need, I mean, how many deepening shades can you add in there? But I like the variation in these mattes, like the hint of purple, lavender in that. I said matte in these metallics. The hint of purple in this one is just so pretty. And yeah, let's do a couple of swatches of these as well, since we're doing a little swatch fest situation here, seems like. So I'm going to show you guys. I just flipped it upside down. This purple one, it's not real purple, but you know what I mean. It has a hint of it. And then there. So I just grabbed 2 of those shades. Okay. So there's that purplish looking one, slightly lavender. And then this one is more bronze, like a, I don't know, antique kind of bronze. Very, very pretty. So those are my 2 favorites of the 6 pans. It'd be nice if she came back with them, or maybe came out with like a combination palette of some of them, since she seems like that she's taken them off of her website. So yeah, but if you can find them, I don't know if you guys are into purchasing makeup from other people, like on these reselling websites and stuff, but it's up to you. But if you're able to get it, if you're interested, then I would recommend them. So yeah, those are my certain 2 favorite small palettes from her. Right? Yes. So that's that, guys. And here, you know, the final looks that we did and stuff, and I already shared my thoughts on them. On this palette. So for tomorrow, I'm thinking we're going to do the pink one, Risque Rose or something. Yeah, Risque Rose with the dark pink and the lavendering, and see how that goes there. And the rest of this week's lives will be during the day. So tomorrow might be around 2 o'clock. I'll put a post on my community tab, of course. But yeah, I'm off of work, so I have some time during the day. And Thanksgiving, of course, will be during the day too. So I understand it's holiday and things like that. You may be spending time with your family, but I did want to, you know, of course, maintain my commitment to come on here every day for the next 30 days. And that started 2 weeks ago. Can you believe 2 weeks have already passed? Come on now. Yes. So thank you guys so much. Okay. Well, yeah. Hopefully you enjoy it if you do like it, or if you do get it, Nikki. This is pretty. I like the shades and stuff like that. So it certainly does. I'm like, this 30 days is gonna go by so quickly, and then I have to get some type of, you know, schedule or see if we can continue. We'll talk about that as the time comes. So, but thank you guys for hanging out with me this evening. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for your feedback on what you want to see in the future, like the sultry and stuff. Maybe we can do a Jackie Aina one if you guys are interested. So yeah, it's getting our options out there on the table. So I will talk to you guys in my next live tomorrow around 2 o'clock. Be on the lookout for my community tab though, okay? And thank you guys again for watching. If you enjoyed the live, please click like. And if you're not subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button. And I will be talking to you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys again. Good night. Good night, Rhonda. Thank you, JC. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Molly. And everybody.